Hello and welcome to Crabwalk Island Season 2, the RPG podcast where 9 contestants battle it out on a remote island for fame, fortune, and flavored toothpicks. I'm your host, Dalton, and I'm joined by my amazing cast of players Anna, Ari, Ashley, Ben, George, Josh, Kenny, and Lane. Please be advised that this podcast may contain strong language, scenes of violence, and whatever other trashy stuff you'd expect to see on reality television. One year ago, 8 people were forced to jump overboard and swim to Crabwalk Island, a place where they would have to battle it out. They would have to build shelters, make fires, find food, compete in ridiculous challenges, and vote each other out until only one person remained. And now, one year later, we are back again, this time with 9 new contestants. Tens of people applied, and I picked the 9 people who would probably pass a psych evaluation if I could afford to have one. Imagine, if you will, a beautiful blue sky, no clouds around, just a beautiful, beautiful tropical blue sky. Beneath it, how many times can I say beautiful? A gorgeous ocean sprawling out. And dotting the sky is a helicopter. It comes roaring through the sky towards a suspiciously small island. And inside this helicopter sits 9 people who are ready for an adventure. Your characters are sitting in this helicopter. You've all got the little headsets on. You're all strapped in for safety. And now I'm going to ask each of you to give me a little description, a little introduction of your characters. Ari, could we hear about your character first, please?
What's up, everybody? My name is Axel Goldenrod, 22 years old. I'm a college student. I go to USC. Go Spartans! I'm on the football team there, and it's been the most awesome time of my life. I love playing football. I'm a cornerback. I've just, really enjoyed my time there. Excited to go into my senior year. I'm about 6 feet tall, about 200 pounds. It's the off season. So I got blonde hair, I got blue eyes, I got shining all American looks. And, my dad really loves this show. He's the reason that I decided to apply. And so I'm just really stoked to be here and meet all my contestants and play a good game.
Now, could we hear a little bit about your character, Kenny?
Hello, my name is Maribeth Norris. I'm 42 years old. I'm a park ranger, and I have searched high and low throughout the worlds and the fields and the hikes and the fields and the mountains. And I know Bigfoot's out there.
Next, could we hear about Ben's character?
Hi, I'm Dominic Mimosa. I'm the CEO of the Mimosa Rubber Duck Company. I'm famous for taking my father's billion-dollar rubber tie company and turning it into $1 million rubber duck company. Yeah, I am 50 years old. I have gray hair that is a little bit longer than your average CEO because I like to keep it loose. I've got a well-groomed beard, and I'm excited to be here.
Lane, could we hear about your character next?
Hi, I'm Morinda Deadly, 55, from New York City. I'm a reality TV personality. I love to eat. I love to drink, and I love being in front of a camera.
And next, could we possibly hear something from Josh's character?
So my character's name is Cobalt. He's not actually saying any of this because he is in a partial fursuit. He's got blue furry head and blue furry hands and blue furry feet. A little dog tag that says Cobalt around his neck. He's in just booty shorts and he's absolutely ripped. The booty shorts on the back say good boy, and he believes that he is the goodest boy. He is 32 and like all furries works in IT, and he just kind of waves and barks at you.
Could we hear next about Ashley's character?
Hey everyone, my name's Piper. I am 25. I work as a nurse in the ER. I have about shoulder length dark purple hair that I keep back in a ponytail, and I'm wearing some exercise clothes because I'm always ready to move to the next thing that needs to be addressed. Constantly keeping an eye on the situation, but happy to be here and happy to play.
Anna, could you introduce yourself next?
Hi, y'all. My name is Uma Hartland. I'm from Austin, Texas, 26 years old. I'm a horse trainer by profession, amateur gamer, and you guys could catch me on Twitch, the Heartland Strawberry Shortcake _UWU. And she looks like strawberry shortcake personified.
Great. And George, could we hear about your character, please?
Cheers, love. I'm Tanya Worvenshire. I'm originally from Weybridge, England, but I'm happily homesteading in Malibu with my much older sister, Tanya. We live in a quaint 10-bedroom bungalow on the coast of Malibu, and I'm a fragrance evaluator. For those of you who haven't heard it before, some might say perfumist if you are uncultured, uneducated, and unlovable. The exact opposite of me. Tanya Worvenshire. I am a 5'4", beautifully olive-toned woman with bleach blonde curly hair. I look like a bombshell goddess, and men tell me all the time. Love, cheers, and salutations.
And sitting right next to Tanya is our final member of the cast, a cast member that I will be controlling throughout this game, and her name is Tanya, not to be confused with Tanya. She is half sisters with Tanya, and she is a busty blonde woman of 34, and she works as a lifeguard. She is woefully unprepared for this adventure, dressed only in a red one-piece swimsuit and a pair of khaki shorts and some sunglasses that she somehow convinced production were prescription, but they're not. For the audience who may not be aware of the inner mechanisms of this really advanced role-playing game that I've created, Tanya is considered a non-player character. Therefore, the rest of the cast can use their skills to manipulate her to vote however they would like. They can persuade her, they can intimidate her, they can deceive her, whatever they would like to do. They can vote her out first or use her as an ally, whatever. And just to clear up an issue of fairness, although she is Tanya's half-sister, that doesn't mean that Tanya won't have to roll against her, because if anyone here has siblings, you know that just because you're related does not mean that they are going to do what you say. There are our 9 cast members, and like I said, they probably would pass the psych evals. As always, the most important thing for this game is getting to Crabwalk Island. And some of you may have already guessed what's about to go down, considering you're in a helicopter hovering over this little island. And yeah, it's exactly what you're thinking. It's time for our first challenge. Instead of having to jump overboard from a sinking ship, you're gonna have to jump out of this helicopter. No parachutes, no safety equipment. That's not something that I'm concerned with at all. You signed your riders, you signed your waivers. What you're going to do is, one by one, you're going to jump out of this helicopter into the water, and I will need everyone to roll me a balance check to see how well you stick the landing. So you can DM me your balance check. There's no morale score. It's just a d20 plus whatever you put into your balance. Anyone who rolls less than a 10 is going to have a bad time when they're jumping out of the helicopter. Anyone who rolls above that will get to continue into the challenge. After you roll this balance, you'll be doing a speed check, and there is a little spot in the sand on the island. It's in the shape of a crab, some sand that I've dyed orange and made a little crab drawing for you. The first person to reach that crab drawing in the sand is going to receive safety from the first vote right away. So this is a huge, crucial first challenge. Jump out of a helicopter, make it to shore, race up the beach. So you can send me a balance check. If you get a less than a 10, you're out of the challenge. If you get over a 10, send me a speed check. Here's what went down. The moment that I announced this challenge, you all quickly jumped up from your seats, unbuckled your little helicopter seatbelts, threw off your little helicopter protection sets. You don't get to keep those, sorry. And you all jumped out of the helicopter. 2 people had a pretty bad time. They did not stick the landing. Cobalt and Dominic both failed to get a good landing. They were immediately washed away. They're okay. They're okay. They just are going to have a much further swim than anyone else. The next person who struggled in the water, Piper, was just a little bit overwhelmed swimming to shore. So she was out of the race pretty quickly. Everyone else was swimming. They were all kind of keeping pace, getting to the island. Once they got up on shore, Morinda and Uma, they were both like really tired. Once they got to shore, they were falling behind here. Maribeth was just so taken in by the beautiful scenery of the island. She also fell behind. So we were left with just 3. We had Axel and Tanya and Tanya were both running up the shore together. Axel was like really hustling, trying to pull through. Eventually, he was able to break away from the 2 of them, start going towards this point on the beach. And then Tanya, she was like, oh, I'm not going to win. If I keep pace with my sister, I'm going to run ahead. So it came down to just Tanya and Axel. And both Tanya and Axel rolled a 16. So I did have to make them re-roll. And on the re-roll, one person rolled a 3 and the other person rolled an 8, which means that the very first safety challenge winner, person who will be safe from tonight's elimination already, is actually going to be Tanya.
Oh, thank you, everybody. It's great to see you out there hustling, really giving it your all.
Yo, good game, Tanya. Good game.
Oh, you were doing quite well yourself, Axel.
Thank you, you know, football.
Cobalt is just getting out of the water and just shakes off.
Piper finally gets to shore and is just a giant clump of seaweed is stuck on their ankle. Like they wrestled themselves out of the ocean to get here.
Dominic is wearing a full suit, and a sopping, full-suited Dominic is like climbing up onto the beach, and he's yelling, "Salty! Salty! Salty!"
Morinda's crying and wants a dirty martini.
Uma is used to running, but not used to running through the sand, and so she's a little winded, but keeps up with the group okay.
Maribeth is still awestruck at the beautiful scenery around her. She doesn't even notice that the challenge was completed.
Honestly, Tanya, you were supposed to let me win. Now everyone's going to think I'm bad at swimming back home and I'm going to get fired from the lifeguard tower.
Tanya, you know that has nothing to do with me. You and your deficiencies in swimming are all because of yourself. Apply yourself.
Hey, chin up, y'all. It's just the first one. You're not used to being thrown out of a plane. Are you?
Well, you never know what my Saturday nights are like. That was Australian. I spent a few weeks in Melbourne. You see, Tanya and I, just to reveal our trauma on the first day, because that's what you have to do to win a game show these days, is Tanya and I, we searched every continent to find our father, and then he turned out to be across the pond in the States, and he was already dead, and he didn't leave us a dime. And anyway, I'm Tanya. It's so great to meet all of you.
Is anyone hurt? Does anyone need any medical attention? Is everyone good?
I just want a second Morinda. If I could get a dirty martini.
I don't share.
Oh.
So I'm gonna take that on a no on the medical attention. Cool.
I do have this spot on my back, completely unrelated.
I think the saddest thing that could happen to somebody is not being given money from a will.
So since everyone's now on the island, I'm going to go ahead and reveal to you. Of course, I've made a little map for you all to see your new island home. What kind of host would I be if I didn't? Welcome to Crabwalk Island, everyone. This is where you'll be spending your days for the next X amount of time. Who can say how long you'll be here? But it's important that you get to know your new scenery. I've made a little chart on the side so you can keep track of everybody's names, just in case. Now you can go ahead and start surviving and seeing what you can do out here on this island. It is the first day, so you've presumably eaten recently. Who can say? You do want to think about finding food. You want to think about a shelter. You want to think about making a fire. All of these things are going to make your life better on Crabwalk Island. And the better you do at survival during this portion of the game, the better you will do when it comes to the second safety challenge. Now, Tanya, you have won the first safety challenge. Technically, you don't have to do anything this week. There's no way that I can punish you if you decide to sit around. Of course, you may want to help out your fellow cast members. It's up to you how you want to play that. Everyone else, you should probably think about what you want to do. The floor is open.
Yo, okay. So
going.
hey, can I just, and then I promise I'll pass it right on to you. I'm
Take
sorry.
your time, Axel.
What was your name again? I'm so sorry.
Maribeth.
Maribeth. Yeah, listen. You look real outdoorsy. I want to say that, listen, I've been camping like 3 times with my dad and my uncle, and I really feel like I can build a fire. I was looking at that area, that like dirt and like kind of brush covered area. Like, what if I start something over there? We can make that, like home base. If anyone wants to build a fire with me, yeah, would love to take the lead on that. All right, you go, Meredith.
It's Maribeth, thank you.
Maribeth. Oh God, I'm so stupid. Go on, Maribeth.
Not a problem, Alex. And so I am going to go perhaps forage. I'm feeling a bit peckish. Maybe there's some berries, some nuts. If anyone wants to join me, go into the forest to forage.
Yeah, I can help you with that. Definitely know more, I think, from your vibe about.
Yeah, yes, I'm a park ranger, so very familiar with plants. Maybe not the native plants here, but I have a gist.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll be happy to help with that.
If you have room for one more, I would love to see the local flora and fauna. I am a fragrance evaluator, prefer Miss Mugul. Perhaps you've heard of me. And so I think I know a thing or two about flowers and plants.
Nobody cares about your stupid perfume, Tanya.
Tonya, go play in the dirt.
Okay, girl, I have to separate you. Morinda's going to step into this.
Cobalt has already started racing off into the forest to grab as many big sticks as he can find.
Y'all, I'm looking around here, and do you see any water? Like, water we can drink?
Well, we can't drink the water that's in the surrounding, but, if we boil it, we go do it that way. We need something to hold it in.
Which is why we need to make a fire. Axel, I will help you make a fire. I know my way around a kitchen, so maybe I can start a fire out here. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Dream team. Let's go.
Okay, don't push it, buddy.
I'm concerned mostly about a shelter. I think that I'll go off into the woods with the sea dog over there and find some big sticks.
Can I actually do my first roll for if I find any of the sticks?
Yeah, do foraging for me.
That is a 17 for foraging.
17. So you're just looking for like sticks you could use to build, or are you looking more for recreational use?
To build.
Yeah, so I would say that you find some sticks and driftwood around the tree area that you can use for a shelter.
All right, so Cobalt comes back to like this main area where we've kind of posted up and drops them and then just starts bopping around, dancing a little bit, really proud of himself.
Good boy.
Piper, did you want to trek out him for medical attention, maybe?
Oh, I think Cobalt is just having the time of his life.
Cobalt
Right.
turns to Tanya and just growls a little bit.
Well, if that's your medical opinion,
Piper hears the random southern accent that comes out of her mouth and goes, "Oh no."
All right, Morinda, you wanna see if we can get this thing started? Can I roll a fire making check?
Yes, you can. What's your strategy? Let me hear your strategy. I guess you could
So-
roll first.
Yeah. Do you want to see the roll first, or do you want me to narrate what I
Yeah,
did?
why don't you roll first and then tell me what you're doing and I'll tell you how successful you are.
Okay. All right. I just got a 12. Axel's been camping with his dad and his uncles like 3 times. And when they built a fire out when they were camping, they had a flint and tinder kind of a deal. But obviously, we don't have that out there. So Axel just took 2 rocks and is like scraping them together, kind of hoping the sheer force of, striking them together strongly enough. And then I also think there's probably a little bit of like trying to rub a stick, the friction, getting a little bit of smoke, but like nothing's really taking. Getting like some embers though.
Okay. Yeah, with a 12, I would say that it's probably nothing yet.
Dominic recognizes the dance that Cobalt is doing as the dance that means you're done and ready for building. So Dominic's going to go over to grab the sticks that he's gathered and begin to assemble them into floor for the shelter.
Okay, give me a construction roll, please.
13.
How big are you trying to make the shelter? Are you planning to go for like fitting 9 people?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. I would say that you do construct the floor of this shelter. It's a little bit uneven looking, maybe, but you've definitely put something together.
Hey, Maribeth, do you want to check out the foresty area on this main island, and I'll swim across to the other smaller one and see if I can find anything over there?
I think that sounds wonderful. I'll go ahead and roll for foraging in this dirt brush area.
Okay.
And that is a nat 20.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Maribeth, as you are looking around this area with these trees, a perfectly ripe guava fruit falls from one of the trees onto your shoulder and plops down on the ground. And you look up in the tree and you see that there are 2 more guava fruits.
Are you imploring that I go get them?
With a 20, I will let you grab those. You will have 3 guava fruits.
Yeah, I have 3 guava fruits now.
I would say that 1 guava fruit would be a good for one one
Yeah.
person would feel not starving to death with 1 guava fruit. So you could share that with 2 of your fellow castmates if you so chose.
Good to know. I pass the floor to Piper's foraging.
So I'm gonna go swim across to the smaller island and see if I can find anything over there.
You can roll foraging for me, please.
That is an 8.
An 8. Piper, you look up at the trees on this little island and you see that they are indeed coconut trees, but there doesn't seem to be any coconuts right now. And when you turn your head, you see floating out further into the sea, there is a coconut that has fallen from the tree and into the water. If you would like to fetch that coconut, I will need an endurance check from you to swim out into the water.
Sure. Piper looks at her already soaked clothing and goes, "Yeah, why not?" I'm nothing if not consistent. Another 8.
Gosh, with an 8, I just think that coconut is
The
just
tide takes it
eluding
away.
you.
I chase
Caught in a
after it for a little
riptide.
while until I eventually just cross to the other side of the back over to the island and go, okay.
While this is happening, Axel, Morinda, you two are huddled around a little fire pit station while everyone else is off doing their own thing. And Tanya comes up and she leans really close to you, Axel, and she says, "Is it going all right, love? I'm really good at rubbing two sticks together."
Yeah. I hold up the sticks that I've been trying to use, and I'm like, you wanna give it a shot?
Yeah, let me roll. Let me roll. Yeah, let me try. Let me try. That's gonna be not so good, I don't think. No, no, it's just a 7, love. It's just a 7. She gives it a real good go. A lot of jiggling physics here, but it's just not a. She's trying to maintain eye contact with you, Axel, the whole time. And she's like, "Is this working? Is it working?"
Uh, you keep at it. You keep at it.
Oh,
I
I
think.
can go for a long time, love. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tanya. Morinda, what if you get a shot?
Morinda somehow finds a camera to break the fourth wall and look directly into it, like, what the fuck is going on right now? Sure. Leave this to Mama Morinda here. We'll get this fire started. I'll make it nice.
Roll fire making for me, Morinda.
Oh, Mama Morinda rolls a 20.
Oh my God. Was it a 20 without your modifier or a 20 with it?
With.
Okay, that's still a pretty good roll. So I would say that, yeah, we'll say that Morinda is the one who makes a spark with rubbing these two
Yeah.
sticks together. Morinda or Axel, I need one of you to roll me fire making again to make sure that you don't lose this spark.
Hey, ladies first. You take it, Morinda. You're the queen of fire. I told you we were gonna be a dream team.
I got this. Don't you worry. This time I got a 21.
Let's
Okay.
go!
Incredible. So
She
Morinda
makes
just
fire.
effortlessly creates a fire on the beach. She's got it going. Tanya cheers. She says, "Oh my God, I can't believe we did it. All of us together, we did this. We all participated equally and should get credit." Yeah.
Yeah. Dream team can have 3 people too. Yeah. You're on board.
Yay. Oh, this is so great. I'm so glad. I'm doing so good. Tanya, is there anything that you want to do? I know you kind of wandered off into the wooded area.
Yeah, Tanya, she was watching from across and she saw her sister making a fool of herself really sexually in a way that she thought Axel might like. And so she got a little down on herself and decided to walk into the woods. And I would like to, she's following her nose as a perfumist or a fragrance evaluator and is looking for something like sweet, like a fruit or flowers.
Okay, roll foraging.
So I rolled a 3, but I do get +5.
I think the sweet thing you're smelling is the fruit that Maribeth already found.
Mm.
You look over to see her holding her guava.
God, I've never been so alone in my life. Thought being here with my sister would make me feel better, but I guess some things never change. And then Tanya softly weeps to herself in the woods.
Maribeth hears a soft weeping in the distance and comes over and goes, "Are you all right?"
Oh, Beth, thank God you're here. No, I'm not. I was trying to find food and it didn't work. And now I'm sitting here alone, except with you now. So maybe I'm not so alone anymore. And I just don't know. And through this whole thing, Tanya is like kind of pushing her breasts up just to make sure that the cleavage is popping out just a little bit. Yeah.
Maribeth makes a pointed effort to not make eye contact with the breasts and goes, "Well, I found 3 of these guava. we can return to camp with the others and divide these up. Don't you worry. Everything's going to be all right.
Oh my God, Maribeth, are you saying I can take advantage of you and say that I supported this community by bringing food even though I didn't?
I think that you can say whatever you like, and the rest of the party will know what happened.
Oh, thank you. Hugs, kisses.
Maribeth, like, very awkwardly while holding 3 guava, like, gives a side hug. Like, they're there.
Uma, what are you doing at this moment in time?
Uma is going to go towards the reeds on the eastern part of the island and kind of just with her like hands dig around the base of the roots looking if there's any fresh water and if the roots themselves are edible at all.
Okay, yeah, give me a little foraging, please.
6. But just think about the picture I painted just now.
And I love description. I do. I think you had a great time playing in the mud.
Yeah, I did. Thanks. I just love mud pies.
Piper, as they come back to land, failing to get a floating away coconut, sees you playing in the mud and comes and sits next to you. Goes, hey, what you doing?
I was looking for fresh water, but I got distracted. Have you ever done like one of those like spa mud baths?
Yes, but a long time ago. This looks like fun though. Maybe if we hadn't jumped out of a plane.
Yeah. I just think that maybe it could help us and be like a sunscreen of some sort. And she's just gonna like rub some mud on her arms and then kind of stand up and wander off back towards the camp. You're welcome to join.
Yeah. Great chat. Yeah, I'll join. And then we can walk off together.
This feels like a failed charisma check.
Uma's not very well socialized. Her best friend is a horse.
Maribeth sees these 2 mudded creatures that presumably also have sand and grass on them now from walking back to camp through the back. Not to narrate your story, Dalton, but Maribeth just sees these misshapen, strange figures and literally loses her freaking mind. She like turns immediately to Tanya and she's like, "There's 2 Sasquatch here. There's 2 Sasquatch."
Oh my God, I see them. Where did they get a mud bath around here? Oh, I haven't been to a spa in ages.
Maribeth is still fully convinced that they are Sasquatch and is like running back to the fire to tell the others.
To add to your story and convincing it, Piper is like coughing up the seawater, so it sounds like a groan of some sort. You're like, "There's 2 Sasquatch."
When you get back to the camp, you find that Cobalt has just fully curled up into like a warm, sunny spot on the sand.
I look at Cobalt and I go, "They've had a long day. I'm not going to bother them." And immediately turn to Axel and Morinda. And I'm like, "Guys, Sasquatches are here. I found where they're from. Finally, after years."
Wait, are you kidding?
I believe you. I want to see it.
No, they're coming back. Here, look there.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Hey, y'all!
Where did you get the mud bath? I want to go to the spa.
Oh, Uma found it over on the east side of the island.
Thank God.
Oh, Maribeth. Oh, I'm not sure these are Sasquatch.
Maribeth's face just drops.
Oh, dude, bummer.
They're there, Maribeth.
Maybe they're still here.
And I'm just like, "Well, I'm glad you guys are all right. Did you find anything while you were foraging?"
Yeah, I found this mud.
I found some coconut trees. They didn't have any coconuts on them, but one day they might. Sorry.
Did anyone find anything?
We got a fire started. Morinda is the fire witch.
Well,
She
at
got
least
this
there's
shit
some
on
good
lock.
news.
Cobalt perks up and then just grabs another stick.
Oh, yes, I see sticks, yes. And I see the shelter that's starting to be made. And I'm like, okay, we're making some progress. I have these guava fruit.
I helped Maribeth. I helped her very much to get those.
It is true. It is true.
Well, I
She
helped with
helped
the
me.
fire, and I already have a final three alliance, Tanya. What do you have?
How could you say that? Me and Maribeth are going all the way to the end, and she promised me that, so.
Yeah, I bet you would go all the way.
Are you calling me a slut?
I wouldn't use that word.
Maribeth's just like, guava!
All right, let's get that shit on a spit and put it over this fire that we built.
Piper goes and sits down next to Cobalt. It's like, you have the right idea.
Cobalt lifts his head, puts it on her thigh.
Piper's like, I'm covered in mud. I'm not gonna get that on your suit here. So I'll just keep my arms as far away from you as I can.
Cobalt shrugs, and you take that as there are worse things that have touched this suit.
Tanya wanders to the east looking for the mud spa.
Okay, so Tanya wanders off. Dominic, are you still working on the shelter?
Stupid millennials don't know a good value of a good day's work. I swear they're not learning each year. They're getting worse and worse. Just sort of like mumbling to himself while he's building the shelter. But I think he wants to start like getting a little lean-to going and get some cover on the rickety platform he's built.
I think that Uma will walk over and just kind of hands on her hips and be like, "Do you need any help with that, sir?"
Oh, absolutely. And he hands you a stick and he sits down and he's like, we gotta invest in more young girls like you. The value of earning your worth in society is much better than standing around and doing whatever. We're sort of, what was I saying again?
I don't know. The heat really does things to
you. It is just gorgeous outside, isn't it?
Yeah. So building this shelter, do you want me to? And she's just kind of like swing it around, like lean it this way or this way, and then twirl it around this way.
As you start twirling the stick around, Cobalt is tracing it with his eyes, and then when you twirl it in a circle, starts running around you.
You know what? I've made too many decisions in my life. I think it's about time someone else makes a decision. I'll help you build whatever you want to build, but I already started making a decision with the floor, and I think my creative ability ends there.
If you're the one responsible for the floor, no offense, maybe someone else should take the reins. Let's give it a shot.
Out of the 20, if you're like rating it on a scale of 1 to 20, it's probably like a 13 at least.
Serviceable at best. That's neither here nor there.
When you're building things, okay, you're working with your hands. It's a creation from you. So any sort of thing that you were judging on what I built, I take that as criticism of me.
No,
I need
sir.
to change?
No, sir. I would never criticize you. We barely know each other. I thank you so much for building us this floor, and I'll take it from here and see what I can do to get us a shelter, like a lean-to type situation.
I learned the best way to succeed in business is to lie till you die.
Lie till you die.
Lie till you die. And I'm seeing you've got those skills, because I can clearly see that this shelter is shit.
Oh.
And if I saw this shelter, I'd also think the person who made it is shit. So I appreciate you being gracious to me.
No.
No. Let's work on this and maybe fix it up, okay?
I just think that 2 hands are better than 1.
I agree. I didn't build my company alone.
Wow. That's the first time I've ever heard a CEO admit to not doing something by himself.
I built it with my higher class brother, who is smarter and better than me.
Wow. I was so close. And then as she's talking, is going to kind of pull some stray reeds out of her hair and use this to fasten the shelter together.
Wait, The hair from your head.
No, the reeds from
Okay.
that are
It's like,
in
you're like,
my
I'm pulling the hair from my
She's
head and
absolutely-
tying together the.
taking chunks of my hair. No.
Can both of you roll construction for me, both Dominic and Uma?
Now, what if I told you a 14?
A 15.
Eh?
Wow, we are just getting better every time. Yeah, I would say that the shelter is coming together. You've got the walls up now, and the two of you have put in the work now. The only thing you might want to consider is the roof situation, like maybe some type of covering just in case it rains. You know, I love a random rainstorm on Crabwalk Island.
Piper
Um,
was thinking about going to look for leaves that had fallen from the trees, bigger leaves that could be maybe used for shelter. I think I have one more roll left in this.
You do. Do you want to forage?
I'm gonna try foraging again. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna go with and try to get some leaves with you. I still have 2 rolls, so I'll definitely help out with that.
Cool. You can both roll foraging for me.
I got another 17.
And I got a 9.
Well, I think that together you're both able to find a suitable amount of leaves to make some covering here for the shelter. So I think you did good with that.
Piper's just looking at like the very base of the tree, whereas I think Cobalt is able to like see farther out.
Cobalt is fully climbing.
Fully climbing the trees and just pulling the leaves off of off of them.
He's so excited.
Piper is like, oh, okay, yeah, no, throw them down. Yeah, that's fine. I'll catch them.
I have a question. So I think that Axel would like to attempt some fishing. So picking up the 2 rocks that he was using earlier to try to like start like the spark for fire. I think I want to try to like grind one of them down into like a spear shape and attach it to one of the big sticks that Cobalt found and try to do some spear fishing or something. Does that count as construction for the tool and then fishing for the fish attempt?
Yes.
Okay, great. I have 2 rolls left for this section, so I think I'd like to do both. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Fabulous. All right, so I'm going to do my construction roll first. Nat 20, baby.
All right. Yeah, you make a great spear. And in fact, with a great spear, I will give you the opportunity to do advantage on your fish roll. So roll it twice and take the better one.
You got it. All right. Okay, so I got a 19 and an 11. So I'm going to take the 19 plus my fishing bonus puts me at 20.
All right. So, Axel, after crafting this fishing this fishing
Sushi!
spear, you jump into the water and swim. As you're swimming, you do notice a lone coconut float off into the distance, far away from where you can reach. But that's not what's important. What's important is that you managed to spear a good-sized red snapper. This is a fish that you could definitely share with another person for a good meal, I would say.
Well, I swim back to the beach then. I've obviously taken my shirt off because I was going to the water, you know? So it's just me in the shorts, and I hold up the fish like a dating app photo. And I'm imagining that I'm kind of to the west of the patch where we built the fire. And so most of the like folks are like gathered near the fire where the shelter is getting built in that area. And so I just kind of holler over to that group of people. Anyone know how to clean this thing?
Yep.
Dominic! All right, bud.
and
Let's clean this
fishing
thing, and then
background.
you and I can get into this.
I can't make any more rolls, correct?
You have one more. So if
Oh,
you
I
want to
know.
roll, if you roll a good fishing check, I will give you an Axel more point for it being well cleaned.
Word. That's a natural 20.
Okay, now what is
What?
going on today? Because
We were
all
meant to
right,
eat this fish,
For a total of
baby.
24, baby.
Fishes and loaves. Let's
yes.
go.
So Dominic and Axel are gonna have a good fish dinner tonight.
Dominic
Rotate
goes,
in my
Dominic,
macros.
Dominic's like, let me show you a quick trick. And he like does it in one swipe. You don't even see what happens.
That's sick, dude. You're gonna have to teach me that.
Yeah, it's family skill.
Yeah.
Dominic scales this fish the way that people skin a rabbit.
Yeah.
all right, so Axel, Dominic, and Piper are out of roles. Let's hear from Morinda. You still have one role left. Is there anything you would like to do?
If I'm cooking something, is that going to be a fire making roll?
The only food that you have so far would be Mary Beth's guava, so she would have to give you one of those to
I was
cook
going
it.
to ask Maribeth if you want me to cook up some guava for you.
You know what? Let's prepare some food for everyone. And I hand over 2 of the 3 guava.
Yeah, Morinda, if you want to roll fire making, I will, if it's a good roll, I will make the guava even better for everyone, for whoever eats it. Like I said, it's 2 guava, so 2 people can eat what you cook.
15.
15. Yeah, I would say that's okay. Not quite as good as Axel's fish, but this guava is it's cooked well. So that's really up to you and Mary Beth, who you would like to share these 2 cooked, or are you giving, I guess, you need to talk that out. You have two guava to dole out, plus the one on your hand still, Mary Beth.
Now, I think because we just ate before we were catapulted out of a helicopter, it's best for us to be conservative. Maybe everyone splits the 2 guava and any other perishable foods, and we hold on to the 3rd just in case tomorrow's a hard one.
I agree, Maribeth.
So that we like prepare the 2 guavas that probably into 4 halves and just kind of like have them arranged ready for people to dig in as they wish alongside the fish, which I guess is Axel and Dominic's decision of what they want to do with that.
I assume they already chowed down on that.
Yeah, I
Understood.
didn't already eat it.
Basically, I'm
May...
asking you to decide who you are sharing
Ah, fine,
these
I'll
4
share with.
bits with. I'm sorry
I'll
to
share with
put you on the
Morinda.
spot. All
You're
right, so
allowed.
Morinda and Mary Beth, are you sharing with more people, or is it just the 2 of you? It's up to you.
Your guavas, Maribeth. It's all on you.
Me and Morinda eat the 2 guava ourselves, the 2 of us.
All right, great.
And then because I recognize that I am not sharing food and Maribeth feels very guilty, she goes, I'm going to go look for some fresh water. Like eats the guava and is overcome with shame and is like, I'm going to go real quick. What would I roll to if I wanted to look for fresh water in this like more woodsy planty area?
I would say foraging still.
Okay. That is a 16 plus 4 is an unnatural 20.
Mary Beth, as you see, there's quite a few mud pits here in the center area of the forest as well. And you realize that one of the mud pits actually looks okay. You're gonna have to figure out a way to boil this water, as you don't necessarily have a pot, but you do have some groundwater that doesn't look like mud. It just looks a little murky.
Okay.
So what's your most creative pot solution, Mary Beth?
What if do guavas have like a skin or like a thicker flesh to them?
They're
This is
kind
me
of like an
genuinely
apple, I
asking.
think.
Okay.
So
I
you
think
would,
to
if you
myself,
tried to boil it for like cook it, you know.
yeah. I think to myself, if only we got that coconut. Could I look around for something gourdy?
Yeah, actually give me perception.
Yeah. Yeah. So I roll a 6.
You wander over to where there's quite a few rocks on the beach, looking to see if maybe you could find a rock that you could use, but you didn't find anything.
All right. I'll head back to camp and kind of. Who all is at camp right now?
I think everybody except Tanya was at the
Who's
mud
looking for the
pits.
spot?
Right.
And
as she's standing over there, Tanya wanders over and she says, "Tanya, I'm so sorry for saying those mean things about you earlier. I'm sorry. I was just so stressed out from the helicopter ride and all the sand and the mud and making fire. Like I know that you're trying really hard and
well, thank you, Tonya. It's really hard, being out here. And
really, really hard."
And I just thought maybe there was something that I could do, not just for you, but for like everybody. And so I thought I could make like a mud spa in this mud pit where everyone could like sit in and like, I don't know if there's a way for that to either be like related to clean water, but if I could also like look for clean water in some way and also do that.
So you're trying to metagame me right now. You're trying to min-max. You have 2 rolls left. Okay. Do you want to roll foraging you could roll foraging to see if you find water, or you want to roll construction to build a mud spa? What's going on?
I don't know. I'm just like, Tanya's just thinking that she isn't contributing enough, and so she wants to do something that she knows. And so she is going to try and make a foot mud bath for everybody to use and enjoy while here on the island.
Okay, I would say that's going to be construction.
Okay, well, I rolled a 10, and I think that's,
Okay.
I started with the big bath. I've already gone down to a foot bath. It kind of matches the roll.
So you start building, you're like taking like irrigating from like the ocean water to like make this into, and you just made like a bigger puddle of mud.
Right.
Tanya, do you think you could find some food soon?
Well, yeah, okay, fine. Let me try again. I psyched myself out earlier when I was trying to like use my nose or whatever, but I'm smart. I have a college degree. I went to insert expensive English academy.
Is Oxford in England?
Oh, sorry. Obviously, we both graduated from Warwickshire University.
Oh, I didn't. I certainly don't have a degree.
Anyway.
But I do have my first aid certification.
Yeah, great. Well, using our big brains then, could I be looking for like sea snails or like sea life that lives on the shore, like a snake, mussel?
Roll fishing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just a 3.
It seems like you really like playing in the mud. Let me try and see if maybe I can find us something. Let me see here. Wow. Yeah, I got a 5. So
Right.
It's not going well, is it?
Well, I guess Tanya's gonna sit down and put her feet in this mud pit she made, or this sandy hole, and just, chillax until bedtime.
Oh, it's like I feel like I have the energy to do like one more thing, but I don't even know like what I could contribute to the group at this point. Honestly, I just feel like I've tried everything. I looked for snails. I tried to make a fire. Like,
You guys, I think we're not thinking right. It's called Crabwalk Island. We should be looking for crabs.
I can make a really mean joke about my sister right now, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna say
the
you're
ones
right.
you can eat, not the ones you get eaten by.
How do you know you can't eat
Oh,
those?
that was good, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna roll. Can I borrow Axel? Axel, can I borrow your spear for a moment, please? I promise I won't lose it unless I roll really badly, and then I might lose it.
I'm really good at construction, so you take it. You use it well, you take it. But do give it back if you don't lose it.
I'm gonna try. Oh my God, I got an 18, so I'm gonna say that I catch a crab for me and Tonya to eat. Tanya, I'm Tonya. We have a sister named Tanya, by the way. She's not important. She didn't want to come on the show because she's so boring.
God, Tanya, thank you so much for doing so well. God, I'm glad I came here with you.
Not like it wasn't my idea or anything, but can I use the
Well,
spear so I can also try and
yeah,
catch myself some food?
go for it. I'd love to see what you got.
All right, here goes nothing. This is just like in Stardew Valley.
Is that a place you can go to?
A 15?
Yeah, I would say that you catch a red snapper.
Wow!
Wait, I already used red snapper. I'm sorry, I already used red snapper. I have a list of fish here.
Redacted,
You
redacted,
catch-
redacted.
Redacted. Yeah, I
It's
would
actually
say...
Dalton has the Stardew Valley wiki pulled up and is looking at all the fish.
I would
It's gauging the
say that
scale.
you...
Like how
right,
rare
depending
the
on...
fish.
You catch a tilapia, and just to
Delicious.
cause a little bit of chaos, there are 3 people, so yourself, Piper, and Cobalt have not yet had a meal. You can share with one other person. And who's that gonna be? Or you can have it all for yourself, and I'll give you another point if you want.
Piper, I will share this tilapia with you because you tried to talk to me earlier. And that
Oh,
was nice.
thank you. Listen, you look like you were having a good time. I just wanted to see what was up. And I promise that I'll get you something else another day.
Oh, thank you. I don't have a lot of friends IRL. That means in real life, I don't remember how old you are.
I'm 25. I know
Oh,
the internet.
you're younger than me. Wow, that's embarrassing. You just come off so mature.
Yeah, it's the trauma.
Cobalt, you have 1 roll left, and you are the only person currently without any food. What would you like to do?
It hasn't failed me yet, so I'm gonna go foraging. Try to find something to help me hit my macros, and it did fail me. I rolled a 7.
No.
So Cobalt does not have any food, and if he doesn't get anything, he would get a negative point. Now, there's a couple of things we could do here. Cobalt or anyone else can roll again. You would just receive a point of exhaustion, which is just a negative point for your morale. So anyone could do something again.
You know what, bro? Let me give it a shot. Let me go back in with that spear. Let me see what I can fish you up. I know it's like dog.
Axel, you're such a gentleman.
Hey, listen, everyone needs to eat, even whatever the fuck is going on there.
Pup.
Yes.
Okay.
I think they're called pups.
Oh, is fish okay? I know it's usually like a cat thing, but like, would fish be good for you? Like, can
Cobalt
you
just-
eat fish?
Cobalt just gives you a thumbs up and then starts bobbing his head from side to side.
Oh, okay, sick. All right, give me just a sec. I'm gonna roll this. I got a 12 on that. I said 13 total.
13. I think it's the first episode. I think that, yeah, we're going to give that you catch Cobalt a fish. You selflessly risked yourself to get another fish, so let's give Cobalt a fish.
All right, here you go, little buddy.
Cobalt takes the fish in his paws and then also gives you a giant hug.
Yeah. Kind of like stiff, like athlete who's never worked mobility a day in his life, trying to like reach around and like awkwardly pat your back. Yeah, thanks, bud.
With that, everyone has used up all their rolls, and then I will be calculating some other things. Is there anything else anyone would like to do with their day? Here, you can, if anything else you want to role play out or just discuss or what?
Just for flavor, Cobalt, when he goes to eat, scurries off into the forest so he can take his fur head off so that he isn't seen by anyone without the fur head.
I think after a little while, Piper looks at Uma and goes, I think I need to get this mud off of my arms. I think it's been on for too long, and runs to the water to try and like rub it off.
Sometimes you just need to become one with the dirt.
Uma, I've never agreed more with you. Tanya's sitting in this, tidal pool. Would you like to have a foot bath with me?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Oh, come here. It's a girls' night out. Ugh.
G-N-O, G-N-O. And Uma's gonna like frolic off towards the pseudo spa.
Everyone's welcome. It's just my little way to pitch into our community.
Maribeth makes her way over and she's like, well, isn't this lovely?
Oh, thank you, Maribeth. I'm so glad you can make it.
I'm very proud of you. Looks like you could contribute something for the group today. It's like kind of mean, but like she's smiling and talking very gently the whole time.
Whoa. Well, Uma and I were thinking, what if we all did something really fun together that would help the whole group, but we said that I did it?
I would be open to that.
Okay, what could we do, Maribeth?
Maribeth is making like forlorn pondering noises. Just.
Okay, wait, I've just had a thought. What if we get flowers and leaves and sticks to make pillows?
That could be an idea.
Dominic from across the camp is like, without like loudly says, I wish we had some flowers or leaves or sticks or something to make pillows.
Is that allowed?
One or both of you will need to get a point of exhaustion to roll foraging to do that.
Oh, Tanya's gonna do it. She's got immunity.
Right.
She's here to help the community. Vote for Tanya, 2026. Vote for Tanya, 2026.
You actually don't want votes. It's like the whole game.
Oh, sorry.
She meant vote for Tanya.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Oh. Okay. Why don't you roll foraging, actually? Why don't you just go and roll your roll?
Listen, it's really confusing with the accent, so like she could have said either.
I rolled a 13 plus 5.
Okay, so you find some non-edible flowers that you can make into pillows. You can weave into pillows.
Oh my god. These are amazing. They smell just like Opera Prima by Bulgari. Oh, it's my favorite scent. It's got undernotes of peaches and florals, but upper notes of sleep dreams.
Well, I think it's a lovely gesture, Tanya.
It's pronounced Tanya.
Tanya.
Oh, thank you, Maribeth. All right, I make pillows. And then Tanya is going to really, like Baywatch style, I wouldn't say jump over, but, certainly she gets over there.
The concept, the running gag of you correcting someone else and then calling yourself Tanya is very good.
I'm doing it on purpose.
Oh, sorry, to point out the joke. For the audience, the joke is...
I love it. I love it.
And in case you didn't get it, this is the joke.
Tanya gives out pillows to the group to make your lives a little bit easier. Are you giving them to everyone? Are you selective? Is this drama?
Well, I wonder. It could, honestly, wait, it's going to be a little bit of drama. She's only going to give it to the girls because she's sexist.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Tanya.
Thank you.
Course.
Wow, thanks. This is so nice.
Ladies, we deserve to smell nice. It's no Schumach by Nabil, but, it'll do.
I don't know what that means, but I agree.
The world's most expensive perfume?
Great.
It's made in Dubai.
Oh.
The United Arab Emirates. Have you been? Oh, they're gorgeous this time of year. We've got to go.
Okay. I've never smelled like anything other than horse.
Yeah, we could tell.
I've been to the United Arab Emirates. Why don't I get a pillow?
Oh. Have you, Dominic?
Hey, Dominic. You know what? Listen, my shirt is still off, so it doesn't really smell that bad. So I'll just roll that up. I'm 22 years old. I still got a good bag. I don't really need a pillow. So let me help you out.
No, I'm just as young as you are. I'll just roll up my suit jacket and sleep on that. That'll be just fine. Actually, because
bro, that's right. You're wearing layers.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's like you planned for this.
Yeah.
An outfit that seems so impractical, really coming in clutch. I love that for you, man. Good idea.
Thank you for doing me a favor by opening my eyes to how great of a pillow this suit jacket is gonna be.
Hey, listen. Sometimes the best coach isn't really a coach. It's the person who sees what you don't already see about you.
Whoa, Axel, you're pretty wise.
That's what my team says. Brains on my team. I am failing out of college, though.
Some people are laugh smart and not book smart.
I think that you're life smart, you're book smart, you're money smart, you're talented smart. I feel like I want to be you. Did I say that out loud?
The day starts to turn into night. Day one begins to come to a close, and all of you scrunch into this shelter that Dominic and Uma have built for you. It's not perfect, but most of you have some nice smelling pillows and or clothing to sleep on. And so it's not the worst ever. We're going to be going now into day two. And on day two, we will be having another challenge. I've went ahead and calculated the points for all of you. So this might be a time for you to either get your phone notes app or have a piece of paper just to write this down. Basically, this time, since it was the first day, I was pretty lenient with not really giving a whole lot of negatives, but I did obviously take away for anyone who rolled like an extra roll. Nothing really bad happened today to anyone. I gave points for every time you guys did like a 20. So that means that you rolled really well. Gave them for accomplishing big gestures, such as starting the fire. Everybody got a point for sleeping in the shelter. Everybody got a point for eating. Those of you who ate like really well prepared food, you got 2 from that. So I'm going to give you each a modifier. Please write this down. Axel, you're going to end up with a +4. Cobalt, you're going to have a +2. Dominic, +4. Maribeth, +5. Morinda is going to have a +6. Piper is going to have a +3. Tanya, you still want to write this down just in case. You're going to have a +2. Tanya has a +3, and Uma has a +3. Day 2 is going to happen. Now you've all slept in the shelter. You wake up. You've survived your first day. Before we get to the challenge, does anyone have anything specific that they would want to do or say in the morning?
I think Piper's gonna go for like a casual jog around the island just to kind of continue to scope out what is there, but also to just get some exercise, get their body moving at the top of the day. Since Axel seems pretty physically fit and mentioned football, going to invite Axel to join them on that as well.
Yo, that's a really good idea. I'd love to join you.
Yeah, nothing too strenuous because we barely are eating anything, but enough.
Yeah, we got
to
a challenge coming up later.
Enough to just get our bodies moving.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Cobalt is just going to do some yoga.
Slay. Maribeth is going to go to the little mud spa that Tanya created.
Tanya. But sorry.
I tried so hard too. Tanya.
But I was going to say that Tanya was going to do yoga before whoever said that.
Cobalt.
Oh, Cobalt did? Maybe they could do it together?
Cobalt only knows downward facing dog.
Okay. Well, Tanya's goal was to just stand in like the rising sun and like pose really sexily while stretching. So I think we can do that together.
Morinda's gonna lay out on the beach and catch some sun, relax.
Uma is definitely asleep as long as possible because usually she's up very early to take care of the horses. So with no horses, she gets to sleep in for perhaps the first time ever.
I think Dominic's a morning swimmer. I think that traditionally he'll wake up and get in the pool. There's no pool out here, so the ocean it is.
Around noon, the producer comes and gathers you all for the technically second safety challenge of this episode. So I gather you all on the beach, and it seems like you're all thriving out here. You're all doing so well here on Crabwalk Island. Well, I love to shake things up. So we're going to go ahead and have our second safety challenge today. So you'll notice behind me, there are quite a few fun, large hourglasses. They are glass with like metal around them. They're a bit heavy. Some of you would probably struggle to carry them. And this challenge is going to be called Sands in an Hourglass. Isn't that creative? Isn't that neat? So here's how things are going to work. You're going to be carrying these hourglasses up and down the beach. and it's going to be based on your strength skill. I will fill these hourglasses with a bunch of sand, making them more and more heavy, more and more difficult for you to carry. What's going to happen is that you are each going to private message me a wager for how much you think your character could carry. Up to 20. I mean, you could go higher than 20 if you're really, really thinking you can do it. But you think that you can carry 20 pounds of sand up and down this beach, you have to roll a 20. So you're going to make that wager and then you'll roll. And if you get higher than what you bet, you successfully carry that up the beach. So you can bet any number from 1 to 20. You do have to send me the wager first, and then we're going to have you roll live and say your number out loud, and then I'll say whether you survived or not. You could bet really low. You could bet a 1, say, oh, I can carry 1 pound of sand and such. If no one fails for a round and you bet the lowest amount, you're out. So that is the risk of betting low. If everyone succeeds, you're out. We'll go round by round until only one person is left. As I said before, you're going to be rolling your strength. So you'll roll the dice, add the strength modifier, and then add the number that I just gave you from your morale. Tanya, you have safety already, so you technically don't have to participate. However, if you would like to participate for the chance to block out someone else from getting safety, you can. It's up to you.
Oh, Tanya's participating. It's not going to be an easy day on the field today.
So you guys can go ahead and DM me your wager for the first round. Axel, can you roll strength for me?
16.
All right. Axel bet a 15. He's in. Cobalt.
God, I am rolling such garbage. I rolled a 3 on the die, which gets me to an 8.
You are out because you bet 10 pounds. Sorry, Cobalt. Dominic.
That's a 21.
All right, you're good. You're in. Dominic bet an 8. Maribeth?
It's a 9.
Maribeth bet a 13. You're out. Morinda.
25.
Hell
oh my
yeah.
God. Piper, please.
I rolled a 2 and I had 5, so that's 7.
Piper had bet an 11, so Piper is out. Tanya, can you give me your roll, please?
All right, a natural 1.
Sorry, Tanya, you're out of the challenge. And because I am in control of Tanya, and I cannot obviously make my wager to anyone, I will say that she is just going to bet 10 every single time. You can use that to your strategy if you would like. She got a 2 and she's out, so it doesn't matter. Love to see it. All right. Uma.
All right. 15 plus 3 plus 2, but my wager was 10, so
All right.
I win. I pass.
You do pass. So, moving on to the next round of this challenge, we're already only down to Axel, Dominic, Morinda, and Uma. So if all of you could please send me your wager for round 2. Axel, could you please roll strength for me?
You got it. All right, I got an 11 on the die, plus 5, plus 4 puts me at 20, which gets me over my wager.
All right. Yes, you bet 14, so you're good. Dominic?
That's a 25.
You're good. You bet a 12. Morinda?
I rolled, Jesus Christ, I rolled a 19 on the dice, plus 1, plus 6.
I love seeing sweaty men and I guess also some sweaty women lift hourglasses in the sun. It's kind of fun. Uma?
I rolled a 15.
All right. So, you bet a 12. Sudden death showdown between Dominic and Uma to see who gets eliminated. Same wager.
So
Roll
we're just
again.
both rolling now?
Yeah, just roll
Okay.
again to see.
Oh, you're going down, old man.
Do I add all the modifiers and stuff still?
Yes. Whoever gets
22.
higher stays in. 22? Uma?
Not that. 13.
All right. Sorry,
it had to
Uma.
be this way.
Uma was so confident.
I really was.
Axel, Dominic, Morinda, send me your wager for round 3. Axel, roll strength for me.
Got it. 19 on the die plus 9 puts me at 28.
You're in. Dominic?
11.
All right. Dominic had bet an 18, so he is out. Morinda, I need to know, what is your roll?
3 on the dice, plus
Mm.
1 plus 6. So 10 altogether.
With that, Axel wins safety
Let's go!
this elimination.
Good job, Axel.
Thanks,
Good job,
Uma. It was really good to
everybody.
see you hustle out there. You worked really, really hard for it. I was bummed to
No,
see
you don't have to keep doing that, but thank you.
God, Dominic, Axel, Morinda, I've never seen such talent, such feats of strength. Oh, I loved them.
I didn't know I had it in me, honestly.
I work with my hands.
All that
Do
Pilates
you?
is-
Aren't you
Look
a
at these
CEO?
calluses.
Light work, bro. You should see some of the shit coach makes us do when it's time to prep for the season.
Cobalt, who has been out of this since the very beginning, has just been sitting on the beach with his head buried in his paws in shame.
Piper is sitting next to Cobalt and just patting you on the back and scratching your ear with consent.
Enthusiastic consent, by the way.
I just like mosey over to Cobalt, and I'm a little stung by Uma. Like, you know, I was being genuine with that praise, and she so clearly wasn't having it. So I'm not gonna like go in like hard, but like I want to make Cobalt feel better. So I just clap a hand on the shoulder, hold it there for a moment, squeeze, and then walk off. Give you 2 your space.
Tonight, we will be eliminating someone. We'll be having a vote, and all 9 people will be sending a vote to me tonight for who they would like to see be the first person eliminated. You cannot vote for Axel, and you cannot vote for Tanya. Everyone else you can vote for. You can take this time to DM each other to confirm what it is you plan to do tonight. You don't have to send me your vote yet. I will call for them when we get to the elimination ceremony, but I'll give you guys some time. If you would like to talk to Tanya, you can private message me. You guys can obviously talk in the chat here. I will be here soliloquying while you all do what you need to do.
Wow, going into our first elimination ceremony of the game was way more stressful than it looks like on TV. But it was so interesting because, well, Cobalt came up to me and we discussed a little bit about, they threw out the name Morinda or Tanya. And I was like, okay, Morinda's a really strong player, but Tanya, you know, it feels like there could be this like sister alliance down the line, so we should nip that in the bud while we have the chance. But then Uma, I went to her and she mentioned Dominic and Tanya, and I told her I was voting for Tanya, and she said she would keep that in mind.
I'm sitting in the shelter and I'm watching everyone like run around and they're talking and they're making plans, and I'm just sitting here and like no one's really talking to me, and I'm just like getting a really bad feeling.
Cobalt steps into the confession area and takes his fur head off for the first time in front of the camera. You can see that he still has blue cat ears on, but the rest of him is just like full normal human being. He says, you know, I'm voting for Tanya because she and her sister are just really loud on the beach and they're not really contributing a ton. I think it'll be smart to just kind of split them up, and I think without them we'll just have a little bit less dead weight. Also, anything I can do to keep my name out of everyone else's mouth.
How did I end up on the outside? Tanya Worvenshire should always be in the know. And yet, some of them have been playing games, talking behind my back, not telling me the truth. I don't know if I can take it.
You know, going into this vote, I really just gotta keep my sights up for who I think might be the weak links. And I don't feel very confident about Dominic right now, so that's where my vote is going.
Imagine that everyone here on the island is gonna vote for Tanya, and she's got to throw her vote somewhere. I just hope it doesn't fall on me.
As day 2 turns into night 2, suddenly the fun, upbeat, jovial atmosphere of the island turns tense as you realize that one of the 9 of you will be the first person eliminated from Crabwalk Island. You all gather around the fire. The elimination ceremony in Crabwalk Island, it's a lot more low rent than some of the other shows. You're just going to be sitting around the campfire that you all built. Hope you don't mind. Here's what's going to happen. I am going to have all of you send your votes to me, and then I will calculate the votes and I will read them in the most dramatic order possible, with as many pauses as I can get away with to make things dramatic and crazy. Before we get to that, I do want to open the floor to some discussion. I'm not going to ask any super probing questions at this point. You know, if anyone has anything that they do want to say, any last minute pleas, any last minute cases to be made, is there anything that needs to be said?
But I just wanted to kind of mention that I made pillows for everyone, and I just think that nobody should vote for me because of that reason.
They can't vote for you
You also
already.
have immunity.
Oh, well.
But you know, they do allow if you wanted to give me immunity because I am your sister and you love me and you care about me and you want to see me like not be like sad, you know. I think it's something you might want to consider. I don't know.
Right. I think I'm going to keep it though. Thanks.
Okay, well, I guess I'll say I'm a really good swimmer. I'm really nice to most people. And honestly, like, I just feel like I have a lot to offer this game. And, I was sitting at the shelter smelling my flowery pillow, and I just felt like not a lot of people like came to me. And so I'm a little bit like uncomfortable and I'm a little bit worried. I just want to say like I'm super like good and I'm like super valuable. So that's my plea. And, you know, that's all I've got to say. I'm not going to sit here and beg unless, Axel wants me to, or Dominic, or the dog guy, I guess, could also make me beg, maybe. I don't know. But I want to stay is my point. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Is like I want to be here, Like I wouldn't have gotten on the helicopter, the heli, if I didn't want to stay. That's all I've got. That's my final word on the matter. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to be here. Thank you so much, Tanya. That was really telling. Is there anyone else who has anything they would like to say at this moment?
I just think it's been a really rough couple of days to start this competition. Yeah, Cobalt agrees. And it's just, I'm really hoping to turn it around in the next day or two. And I really hope you all can see the contributions I tried to make to our home here on this island. Yeah, been great getting to know all of you so far.
I'm just having a blast and I hope I can keep doing it.
All right. Well, we've heard a few words from some of our contestants here. If everyone else is ready, we can go ahead and vote. Please send me your vote. This is the vote for the person that you would like to go home. You cannot vote for Tanya and you cannot vote for Axel. Anyone else is eligible to go. Everyone, I have tallied the votes. It is time to reveal the first boot of Crabwalk Island, Season 2. This person will be forced to leave the island immediately. They will swim out into the water until they hit another landmass, and that's where they'll stay until I need them again for something. I'm now going to read the votes in the most dramatic order possible, hopefully to build a little bit of tension. The first vote that I'm going to read is for Maribeth. The second vote that I'm going to read is for Dominic. The third vote that I'm going to read is for Tanya. And the fourth vote that I will read is for Maribeth. So there are 2 votes for Maribeth, 1 vote for Dominic, and 1 vote for Tanya. The next vote is for Tanya. So that's 2 votes for Tanya and 2 votes for Maribeth. Now, keep in mind that if there is, in fact, a tie, which has never yet happened on Crabwalk Island, I will reveal to you my tiebreaker regulations, my rules that I go by. I don't do revotes. I think that's dumb. You've made your decision, now you have to live with it. It will be based on a challenge.
Oh,
so just something to keep in mind should it come up. What was that? I'm sorry?
I just said, oh, snap.
So we have 2 votes for Tanya, 2 votes for Maribeth, and 1 vote for Dominic. The next vote is for Tanya. The next vote is also for Tanya. And there's another vote for Tanya. And the first person voted out of Crabwalk Island, Season 2, is Tanya.
No!
No, Tanya! This wasn't supposed to happen!
No!
As we
No.
go on, we remember.
We're not going to be able to afford the rights to that
No more, no more.
dog.
That was still
This
within
is-
copyright. That was fine.
Honestly, like, I really wanted to be here with you, and like, I'm sorry that I wasn't like the perfect like Crabwalk Island like person. Like, I'm sorry that I wasn't like mates with all of you. Like, I'm genuinely like, I'm really sorry, and like, it's really bad. But you can't like force me to like change who I am. Like, I had a good time, and like, it's just like it's really unfair because I really thought that I'd be able to reconnect with my sister because we've been having a rough patch lately. And I'm actually going to cut you off, Tanya. Thanks so much for coming out tonight. Have a great time. The way to the water is actually over there. Thanks so much.
Oh no! Oh, my sister!
Tanya, oh my sister. Oh God. Bye-bye now. So Tanya leaves off into the darkness. You hear a splash as she jumps into the water. Not important what happens to her beyond that. Congratulations, all of you, on surviving your first 2 days here in Crabwalk Island. I do want to reveal to you, though, that that's not quite the end of this first episode. I know it's getting late here, but we're going to wrap up quickly. But I am going to see all of you on the morning of day 3. So you can all head to your shelter and get some sleep. I'll be seeing you bright and early.
That was crazy.
That was
Tanya,
awesome.
how are you feeling?
I can't even describe it, honestly. It's like you took out my heart, ripped it in half, sewed it back up together with the latest, hottest plastic surgery techniques, put it back in my body, and filled me with adrenaline because I feel like I'm on fire, darling. I feel like I finally got that old bag off, weight off me, and now I'm ready to play this game like a real woman.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man.
And then high five.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Everybody care to reveal who they voted for?
Morinda. A bit divisive.
No,
I don't think there's anything wrong with asking a question. I'm curious as well.
I'm sorry, Tanya. I voted for Tanya.
Yeah. I mean, I voted for Tanya too.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I voted for Tanya.
Cobalt writes Tanya in the sand and then erases the first A and puts an O there instead.
I voted for Tanya too, but these numbers aren't adding up.
Fine, I'll say it. I voted for Maribeth. And you know why, Maribeth?
Why?
Because you voted for my friend Dominic, and I just didn't think it was fair that somebody like you would be attacking another person in this group. And I just didn't like that spirit, you know?
Whoa, Maribeth, you voted for
Crazy
Dominic?
accusations being thrown around here. I never said who I voted for. I didn't say it yet.
But did
Okay.
you vote
Who did you vote
for
for?
Dominic?
I voted for Tanya.
I also voted for Tanya. I thought I had a pretty good idea of who voted for Dominic, and I didn't think it was you. I think,
Tanya's not here. We're forgetting who she might have voted for.
oh, maybe she voted for Dominic.
So quick to, I mean, Tanya, you're so quick to pit people against each other the second your sister's out.
I'm not pitting people against me, and I think you're besmirching my half-sister's good name. I know that my sister wouldn't vote for somebody like Dominic, and so when you finish crossing the dots and teeing the I's, you've got...
Okay. When Tanya came to me and asked me who to vote for, I did tell them, and very publicly, that I thought Cobalt was on the block. So I'm not sure if...
But nobody voted for Cobalt, so who's to believe anyone right now? We should really be focusing on surviving together.
When Maribeth says no one voted for Cobalt, Cobalt just gives heart hands to everyone.
Somebody here's lying.
I don't think that Tanya would have voted for me. I feel like we were vibing. Also, I think I have a pretty good idea of who voted for Maribeth.
Interesting. Maybe we should speak in private, Dominic, like civilized people.
Piper will pull Cobalt to the side and just look and be like, we made it another night. That's exciting.
Cobalt thumbs up you in the dark. You can barely see it.
And I'm genuinely curious who voted for Maribeth. I wouldn't have expected that. She's the best forager amongst us.
You know, it makes me curious too.
And then Cobalt curls up on what was Tanya's pillow.
Day 2 ends, and you all wake up on the morning of day 3. Producer gathers you nice, bright, and early, wakes you up, gathers you on the beach, and you all come to an interesting sight. The producer, me, is standing there with 2 different flags. One of them has a sunfish on it, you know, one of those big, what's it, a mola mola? Or is that a Pokemon?
That's a Pokemon.
Moly? No, what is the sunfish? You know what I mean? It floats along.
Alomomola is the Pokemon.
But it's based off of Mola Mola.
Are you talking about mahi mahi?
Is it mahi? Ocean sunfish.
Mahi is a type of tuna.
Wikipedia, ocean sunfish, known as the mola mola, also known as the common mola, which is what a lola mola, whatever, is based off of. How dare you?
Sound crazy right now.
Anyway, there's a flag with a sunfish, a mola mola on it, and there is a flag with 2 hammerhead sharks on it. Okay? Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 3. Congratulations on surviving once again your first elimination ceremony. I hope that you've gotten a good chance to get to know your fellow cast members. In this game, you might think you know who you can trust, but you don't. All you have to go on is what you saw over the past 2 days. You saw how these people competed in challenges. You saw how they survived. You saw how they got along. And as far as you know, you saw how they voted, if you can trust what they say. And some people might say it's a good idea to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Well, I'm going to leave that up to you. Without giving any other context, Tanya, would you like to be under the sunfish flag, or would you like to be under the shark flag? It's 1 sunfish or 2 sharks.
In honor of Tonya, I'll be under the 2 sharks. In your memory, sister.
Axel, could you please take a step under the sunfish flag for me?
Absolutely.
Axel, since Tanya got to decide which flag she wanted, pick 1 person from the remaining 6 who would like to join you on your flag.
If we're dividing up into teams, I really had such an awesome opportunity to get to know all of you guys. I think I've really been able to have a moment with everybody, and I just really appreciate that we're all here. We're playing a good game together. We're staying honest with each other. And, I'm thinking well-roundedness on my team, and I'm gonna go with the person who had it me in the very beginning, the fire witch herself, Morinda. Get over here.
Aw, thank you.
Brenda first picked to stand under the sunfish flag. Tanya, you can pick someone.
Tanya is going to pick Cobalt.
Cobalt is very surprised and rushes over on all fours.
Axel, your pick next.
All right. Thinking about the fish that we caught earlier and that awesome spear that we still have that we can use. And I'm gonna need somebody to help clean the fish that we catch to feed our team. So, Dominic, get over here, bud.
Guilty as charged.
And Tanya, who would you like next?
Choosing Uma.
Yeah.
Axel, out of Maribeth and Piper, who would you like on your team?
I really think we need somebody who's good at foraging. Again, I'm thinking about survival. I'm thinking about how we can keep ourselves strong, body and mind. So, Maribeth, I think I'd like to join the sunfish.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I knew Tanya wasn't going to pick me after that fiasco last night.
Piper, that means that you will be joining the shark flag today.
Thank you for joining the trustworthy team, Piper. Such a good team player you'll be.
Happy to be in your company.
All right, well, it's time to reveal how this twist is going to work. I wasn't going to refer to this as teams, but then I accidentally did. So you're sort of teams. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to be split up into two different groups, and you're going to be going to two new beaches where you'll have to build new shelters, find new sources of food, make new fires, and make new memories. You will be competing in a challenge, and the people around you are going to be both your team and your direct competition. So, what will happen is that with the Sunfish team, you will be going first. We will have Axel, Morinda, Dominic, and Maribeth. The four of you will go through your survival tasks together. You will compete in a challenge together where one person will win safety, and out of the four of you, you will vote someone out. And in the next episode, the other group will also be doing the same. So that will be Tanya, Cobalt, Uma, and Piper will have their own survival, they'll have their own challenge, and they will have their own vote. We'll reconvene at the final six. Of course, there is still a team element to this, which I'll explain when we get to our challenge. So there will still be another layer to this whole thing, but I hope that you made good decisions both in who you want to be around for the next couple of days and who you want to help at camp and who you think you can beat. It's most important. Axel, here's a map to where you'll be staying, and Tanya, here's a map to where you'll be staying. I'll be seeing you very soon. Thanks for listening to Crabwalk Island. This podcast was written and edited by me, Dalton Brown, with help and contributions from my players, Anna Gallucci, Ari Meixner, Ashley Benson, Ben Davis, George Putt McClellan, Josh Tratner, Kenny Gale, and Lane Gardine. Our music was produced by Matt Flores.